Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwahn and welcome to the channel. We have some more reaction content for you, and today we are checking out the Dominance trailer for Final Fantasy XVI. I, amazingly, have not seen this trailer still because it came out while I was on vacation. And I am very excited about this game because I love this series more than I should. I love it to a fault. I'll admit that. I'll admit that I love Final Fantasy to a fault. It means so much to me in my life, and I've played so much of these games over my lifetime that whenever the name Final Fantasy is tacked onto something, I'm like, oh yeah, really? What is it? Is it good? Can I have it? Please? I want some. I'll give you money. And I shouldn't do that. Although I did not buy the remaster of Crystal Chronicles, because that ended up being poo-poo-poo. But Final Fantasy XVI is being led by Naoki Yoshida, or Yoshi P, which is the guy behind Final Fantasy XIV, and in a lot of ways saved Square Enix as a company by turning Final Fantasy XIV into the massive juggernaut of a game that it is today. And he is leading the team for Final Fantasy XVI. And I'm very excited about what that could mean. We did see the initial reveal of this game, I think a year ago now, and it was just the smallest little... But we got almost 3 minutes of trailer here. So, give it to me. Put it in my face hole. And give me some pixels. Go ahead. Give me that 2K. Oh, that 4K. I only got a 1080p screen, but if anything, it'll keep it from looking too pixely.
Who are we? What are the dominants? The power we wield. It wears away at our
Who is this? This is PlayStation. Why does your trailer feel so quiet?
very being. It breaks us. It unmakes us. That its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon.
They always have a different name for their summons. Espers, Icon, Eidolons, Summons.
Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster. We must
I'm just looking at the UI right now.
move now.
Very flashy.
The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss.
Is this Dynasty Warriors? No, but it is set in a more medieval setting. Rather than the tech fantasy worlds that Final Fantasy normally takes place in.
I unite the dominants, that we may bring an end.
Hold on. We're gonna have sex scenes in our Final Fantasy now. Anyway, go ahead.
Unite the dominants, that we may bring an end to the
So flashy.
and found a new order to see us unto tomorrow.
No party? Are you solo?
If I take the field, our duel will shake the island to its foundations.
Titan, Shiva, hello. Bahamut, how are you? Odin, what's up, bro? Ifrit, Phoenix, how are you? The icons fight one another, apparently, in some sort of genuine gameplay. That was 330,000. What's up, Ramu? We got Garuda in here as well. I haven't seen Leviathan yet.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built.
That is a fucked up way of looking at this shit.
Empire will live on.
Phoenix, Titan, Garuda, Ramu, Shiva, Odin, Bahamut, Ifrit. No Leviathan? Really? Okay. Why so much focus on the summons? I mean, even the logo is Phoenix versus Ifrit, right? And half of this trailer was summon combat, which is interesting. Titans, Final Fantasy. Yes. Attack on Final Fantasy. It's good job, me. Clicked right to the naked people. Because, like, we see here, it is our main guy, and he's fighting just a curl, which is cool. And then we saw more normal combat in, maybe? Or are we already in Titan combat?
Our duel will shake the island.
Hugo Kupka. Again, it's our main guy. This is such a cinematic screen, though. Like, I feel like this is a cinematic moment in the fight. Like a quick time event, almost. Let's go back a little ways.
The delay brings us.
It's a perfectly reasonable way to look at life. Completely reasonable. Yes, just let everyone die and breed new subjects. 4 similar to 3 houses where each house has 1 summon. I think it's actually exactly like that. Except it's like each country has their own summon. Clive, that's your name. So we don't have the boss health bar here. This is a blurry ass picture. Let's see if we can get one that's slightly less blurry. So the enemies just have normal health bars above their head. Clive's here. What do we got? Strength tonic, high potion, Scarlet Cyclone, Rising Flames, Phoenix Shift, and Jump. Okay. And it looks like there's probably 2 more enemies off the side of the screen here. You know, this UI, like these bars really kind of suck. Like this up here is fine and this down here is fine, but this looks, I don't like these bars over their head. Take these bars off. Hopefully this is because he has like a scan materia equipped or something. You can see their life bars, but you can get rid of those. I feel like it just makes the screen look very gamey. Okay, we're still playing as Clive right here. Okay, it looks like your equipment, your party members, for lack of a better term, you don't have multiple people. You have summons, because we see Garuda, Phoenix, and Titan. I'm guessing that's Titan here. And we have, you know, these look like abilities based off of Garuda, Gouge, and Wicked Wheel, and then Deadly Embrace. And if we go back here, there isn't that up here. It just says Clive, but we see a button here for Phoenix Shift, which I'm guessing gives you the power of Phoenix, which gives you new abilities and stuff like that. Hi, Scott Scabbers. So, in essence, both your party members and your equipment are going to be the icons, or the Eidolons, Espers, summons, whatever you want to call them. It's interesting here, too, because here it looks like it's Odin, and Clive's name has disappeared. I wonder if these have their own individual health bars. I don't know. They also have some sort of ATB/limit break gauge here. It doesn't have to do with these abilities, because Gungnir here has been used very recently. These bars are still full, and this looks like it's on a cooldown of sorts now. There's some sort of Odin bar charging up here. Was there one for... There's not one for Titan. That's building up as he deals damage and attacks. These abilities aren't here, though, but he has an ability called Titan Block. And then they spend an entire minute plus being devoted to... That's a scary-ass face, Titan. Or Ifrit. I'm not sure which one this is. You're scary looking. To the icons fighting each other, which is interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. You know, it does give me pause for wondering what the actual... Garuda looks awesome, though. God, your design is sick in this. You're fucking cool looking. God damn. It was, well, the enemy here is Liquid Flame. Ifrit versus question marks. I'm guessing that is, okay, hang on. So if that's Ifrit, that's Titan's symbol. Maybe it's, we saw Bahamut. No, that's a very different logo for Bahamut. I don't know. I don't know who that is, Cerulean. She looks cute. Can we date her? Maybe. I mean, I honestly would not be surprised if you could fucking romance the summons in some form in this game. Especially between Shiva and Garuda, and then you got freaking Odin. There's got Bahamut in here, so it is interesting to me in a lot of ways. I'm curious. I really want a gameplay trailer now, because I'm still gonna buy this. I'm still gonna enjoy this. I'm a blind Final Fantasy fan, but one of the things about this, it makes me really curious how this works. Because, for instance, like right here, so Titan, again, has replaced Clive up in the corner here, and his attack ability, because we see here, we have attack and AE, I'm going to guess like aerial or something like that. And we even see that, and then here, it's been replaced with wind up and upheaval. And the R2, like, button is gone. So, like, actually, hang on. Oh, this is a good clip right here. This is a great clip right here. So, attack, arrow, deadly embrace with Garuda. Switches to Titan. Titan has wind up and upheaval available. He uses one of them, and it switches back into regular abilities. Okay, so you are able to swap around these, because he was using Garuda and then swapped into Titan. And Titan's abilities got used in some form. Let me look at one other thing. I don't know what the bars mean. You build them up, but it doesn't look like he spent the bar at all. So I don't know what these energy bars mean. It might mean the amount of energy needed to summon them to turn into, like, because we see Shiva. Where is it? Where are you at? Where are you? Nope. Like, we saw a lot of them fighting one another, right? Is it right here?
Another can be bred.
No. Hang on, let me find it. Almost there, I think. Maybe. That's when he's fighting the Curl. That looks, look at all these spell effects. Good lord. But we know that there's an ability to use the icons. Here we go. The icons against normal enemies. Because this is the normal UI, right? So we got Phoenix, Garuda. Phoenix, Garuda, and Ramu, and Shiva's on the screen using Diamond Dust, presumably against this Liquid Flame enemy. Yeah, definitely. Phoenix also only has one bar here of whatever that bar is. I don't know. I feel like we're really close, but we just have just a small enough amount of information to not know. Summer 2023, though. Looking forward to that. We also got a nice little shot of Clive here. Come on.
Awaken, child of fate. Awaken, Ifrit.
Creeper. Cool. Summer 2023 means June 22nd through September 22nd. June, July, August, September. Yeah. October, November. Yeah. So somewhere between June to September of next year, which is an interesting window. There's normally not that many big games that get dropped around the summertime. So, well, that means we have a year still to go. At least we got Forspoken coming up. Forspoken comes out in October, and I'm looking forward to that game. So we'll have Forspoken in October, and then we'll have Final Fantasy Crisis Core Reunion around early 2023. Final Fantasy 16 in, the early second half of 2023. And then early 2024 will be Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. And then we don't know after that. So we're getting fed real well. We're getting fed every 4 to 6 months-ish. I'll take it. Oh, man, what a journey. So what are your thoughts on Final Fantasy 16? I know there's been a lot of people that have been very critical of this game, mostly because the game doesn't... How would I say this? The game looks great, but one of the things that Final Fantasy games have done for a long time is they've pushed the boundary of visual fidelity. Final Fantasy VII... I mean, even Final Fantasy VI was such an incredible game for its time in terms of what it looked like. Same with 7. 8 and 9 kind of were like riding on 7's coattails. 10 was one of the most beautiful games on PlayStation 2. 12 looked great. 13 still looks incredible today, despite coming out in 2009. On the PlayStation 3, it still is an incredible looking game. Final Fantasy 15 is a beautiful game that makes the PlayStation 4 fucking cry. Final Fantasy 7 Remake makes the PlayStation 4 cry and also looks really good. This is a PlayStation 5 exclusive, and it doesn't necessarily look like it is pushing itself to a higher tier. And just especially if we look at like the character models, right? The character models, they look... That's a pre-rendered cutscene. Where'd our character models go? I know we saw plenty of them in here. Where's the creeper dude? Yeah, so this is an in-game model. Definitely doesn't look bad. Looks pretty good. But it doesn't even look like a significant step up from Final Fantasy 15 or Final Fantasy 7 Remake. And of course, we are starting to hit a plateau of what can be achieved within a graphical space. But then we can look at other major titles, like especially like The Last of Us. God damn, that game looks insanely good. And those are now kind of becoming the pillars of graphical fidelity, and Final Fantasy isn't keeping up anymore. I personally don't care. I still think it looks good, but I do know there's a lot of people that are complaining, especially about Final Fantasy 16, that it definitely looks like it's borrowing a lot from Final Fantasy 14, which makes sense given that it's Creative Business Unit 3, which is the team behind Final Fantasy 14, and just kind of using that to push itself forward. I don't know how I feel about it. Genuinely, I think the reason that I don't know how I feel about it is because I don't think I care. If the game is fun, cool. We have to delay our game to ensure the best experience. Yeah, because this was supposed to come out this year. So we'll see what ends up happening. But I am still very interested. I'm still going to buy it. I'm still going to play it. I am very confident that I'll enjoy it. I am very curious. More details on the combat, though. So what are your thoughts? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Otherwise, if you want to keep the conversation elsewhere, 2 great places to do so are Discord and Twitter. Speaking of Discord, we actually have a channel dedicated to these reactions where you can place links of your own that we can watch together live on stream, because we do stream 4 days a week, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. If you want to catch the other videos that we've done, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy.